Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In my previous video on Salesforce RCA, we have seen how can we configure standalone product. Today we are going to configure bundle product and let's view the agenda. So the agenda is first of all we are going to see what is Salesforce RCA architecture, then what does product mean, classification of the product, then data model, and then we'll discuss a use case and we'll configure one bundle as well. So architecture of Salesforce RCA. We have already had a brief talk about this in previous session. So we are not going to cover everything, but right now we are going to see this catalog part. So what does product mean? So products are the item that can be added to a quote. Okay? Any product or service that can be sold independently or as an add-on to another product is considered a product. A product can be offered either as a one-time, recurring, or consumption-based services. We all know this. Now, classification of the product. Salesforce has classified products into three sections as outlined below. The first one is standalone. We have already seen a video on that. If you haven't seen that video, go to my channel and check it out. So, standalone product, a product that can be sold independently, is referred to as a standalone product. Now, second one is option. A product that cannot be sold on its own is known as an option product. That means you cannot buy that product on its own, but it is available as a part of another product. Now, what's bundle? So, a product that is formed by grouping together a set of options is known as a bundle product. These option products are usually organized into product component groups. And right now, we are going to see that data model, right? So as we have seen in the previous session or previous tutorial as well, a product can be classified in two product or two types, simple and bundled. We have already seen this simple one and we are going to see this bundled one now. Okay, a bundle can be static or configurable as well. That means if you want to make it as a static, then it won't be configured, so you won't be able to change something at runtime. But if it is marked as configurable, then that means your reconfiguration is allowed and you don't have to be moving with the static structure only. Now let's review the use case. So here is the use case for a bundle product. So here is the category which says independent and package. So in a catalog we'll have two categories, independent and package. Independent will have wireless mouse, laptop, and USB-C hub as an independent product to be sold, where package category will have laptop Pro 15-inch as a bundle product added, which has groups like accessories, warranty, and support. Accessories will have options like wireless mouse, laptop bag, and USB-C. Out of that, wireless mouse is required and the price of that particular product, option product, is included in the bundle. There is no min max. Now what does this included mean? That means it will be free of cost when you purchase something. Laptop bag and USB-C hub are not included in the bundle. Even those are not required as well, but if you want to sell it, right, you can sell only single one. Same in warranty, 1 year and 2 year extended warranties are there. Support, premium support is there. None of this are required or price included. Now let's configure this. Okay. So I'm over here in Salesforce. Now on previous sessions or in previous tutorial, we were configuring the catalogs and products by going to product catalog management app. Right now you can see unified catalog. So I've created a new org, and with the new org, there comes different functionalities or different UIs. So in new org, when you spin a new org for RCA, you'll have a app called unified catalog. You have to go to there and then you can come to products. The same tabs, those were visible on product management tab, you can see over here. And I'll click product. So I've already configured the products, okay, so that we can avoid that time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here in Laptop Pro 15 and I want to configure this as a bundle. So let me just edit this or we can see it over here as well. So it is marked as bundle. Remember in the very first session we talked about this product type, sell only with other upfront, other products. Those fields we have already seen, but we were yet to see this product type field. So if you want to create a bundle, the product type for that particular field needs to be bundle. Okay. Now we'll go to this structure. This is the product structure, like the bundle structure. Okay. Now if you want to add a couple of groups, so what I'll do is I'll click on product group. This will be the group that will get created under bundle. So which was the first group? It was accessories, I believe. Let's just see. Yes, accessories. So I added accessories. I'm adding code as accessories only. Now minimum number of component and maximum number of component. Okay. So as you see over here, there are three products available as a part of option. Now this is already included and required. That means minimum one product will be there. Now if you want to have only two products selected from this, we can make it two. That means it will only allow two products from that group to be selected. Otherwise, it will throw an error. Let's save this. Now accessories is created. Now let me add another one, which is warranty. So I'll create another with warranty. The sequence remain two. That means it will be shown next to the first one. I'll save it again. And let me create the third one, which is support. So I'll create the product group, provide this, and I'll just save it. Now let's say you have created this stuff, but you forgot to change. That's right. So you can just click on this, which will open up the group properties over here, and from here you can also change this. Right, the same screen that we have seen while creation. Now this is done. What I want to do is I want to add few more products. Okay, so let me just add over here, and here you can add product group as well. So if there is something like a tab, and in that you have another category or you have another tab, you can add it using product group. Okay, so that is what product group. Product classification we are going to cover later in the next video, and over here right now we want to add product. So let me just click on this, and which were the product part of my accessories. So wireless mouse, I've added that. Then laptop bag, and then let me tell you USB-C hub. So I've selected all three of them, and I'll click next, where I can provide the sequence as well, like which one to shown first, second, and third. Now this quote line visibility, whether the line quote line will be visible, like it is always visible. It will be shown on transaction line editor only. It shows on to quote document only, or whether you want to show it or not. Quantity, default quantity we can set over here. Product relationship type, which is bundle to bundle product. That means this product is a part of bundle option only. Now group, as we already selected accessories, allow quantity change. So let me allow change over here. I don't want to allow change over here, so I'm just putting it as is. Now minimum quantity, maximum quantity. Let's say minimum you want to purchase or allow one quantity only, and maximum you want to allow only two quantities of purchase. More than two you are not allowing it, right? So you can set it over here and just save. Now I want to add warranty. Okay, now if you by mistake added something and you want to remove it, you can just click over here and put this delete button, or click this delete button, so it will get deleted as well. Again, when you click over here, your relations will be visible over here, right? So you can make any change from here. Now if I go over here, you can see this include component by default comes checked, so you have to change it to false. That's the out of the box behavior that's coming. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it to not required or not defaulted, so that it doesn't comes as defaulted. But in our case, let's say I forgot to mention our product was included in component, so it's included. It is required, and it is included component by default, because as you have seen over here, you say price was included and it is required as well. If it is required, then by default we select it. Now in warranty, we are going to add couple of products, like it's a 1 year warranty and 2 year extended warranty. I'll just save it. I'll provide the sequence and other stuff and allow quantity change. I don't want to put, and I'll just save it. What I'll do is I'll just mark it as not default and not price included in bundle. I'll come over here. I'll mark this as well. Which one it was? I'll select this premium warranty. Now I'm gonna add support as well. So I'll just click on this and I'll select, let's say, premium support. So premium support is selected. I'll click next. I'll provide the sequence rest as is, and if it has added some default values, let me just remove it. Price included in bundle and include component, and just save it. So as we have seen over here, we have configured the structure, and that we can see over here as well. Okay, so support, premium support, warranty, and key, we can see warranty as well. Accessories, we can see all the accessories over here. Okay, now as you have seen in different CPQ software, if you want to visualize the bundle structure, what you have to do is you have to go over there in the quote and add it. But over here, Salesforce provide you a preview where you can see the bundle structure on the bundle page itself without adding to the catalog. You can see wireless mouse, laptop bag, USB hub got selected or got visible. You can see select one or two product only, minimum one, maximum two. The images are coming up. Okay, over here you can see two products, and here you can see premium sub. So now let me again view like whether this is configured or not, since it was not visible there because it was a preview only. But when we add this product to catalog, it will be visible or it will be defaulted correctly. Now there is another button over here like validate product definition. That means if something is wrong, then over here we'll see the result or error. Right now nothing is wrong, so we are not getting any error. Now out of this, right, as you have seen, these three products were part of independent product as well. So those will be available into independent product as well. But these three are not allowed to be sold on its own. That's where what we have did is we have marked them as sold, sell with only with other product. That means this product will not be visible on the catalog to be added on its own. Now what I'll do is I'll quickly move to Revenue Cloud tab. Again, previously it was Revenue Cloud Management when I showed the demo. Now it is Revenue Cloud, out of the box Salesforce. I'll just come to this quote, and what I'll do is I'll click on Browse Catalog. So I come over here, I can see this independent product. I can add them on its own as well. But when I go to this packaged category, I can see this configurable icon. Now, this is a dynamic bundle or this is a configurable bundle. That's where it is shown. But let's say you don't want to show it. What you can do is you can just go over here and you can make it static via this field. So I'll come over here and I'll mark it as, let's say, not allowed. Okay. Couldn't convert this configured product to static product. Ensure that the child component meet the requirement and try it again, because we have marked several rules like one or two quantity are required, and that's where we won't be able to make it not configurable during sale. So as of now I'm marking it allowed. I just wanted you to see this error so that you know once you have set up the rules you won't be able to come and configure product accordingly. Now what I'll do is I'll come over here and I'm gonna add that product or configure the product. So you can see that a pop-up is coming up and it is similar to what we have seen in the product where we show the preview. But over here, this is by default selected as we have set up the rule, and I can't uncheck it. If I want to select the laptop bundle, laptop bag, I can select it. Let's say I'm selecting the USB-C as well. Then you see I'm getting a message like over here, select one or two product, and I'm seeing a message as well. The number of child products selected in the product component group accessories. This it should be one or two only. As soon as I remove this, the message is gone. Now, while configuring this laptop pack, what we have done is we have set the minimum quantity of that particular option component to 1 and maximum to 2. So now let's add 5 laptop pack. And as soon as I have entered 5, you can see I grid is highlighted and you can see a message as well. The quantity of line item containing product laptop bag is under specified range. Make it 1 or 2. When I put it 2, it again recalculates and the error is gone. Over here, there's warranty. Let's select only 1 year warranty, and post date I want to get 2 year extended warranty as well. So I'm selecting that as well. In case of support, I can select the support as well, and I can just hit this update price button, and the price will get calculated for the whole bundle configuration. When I click save and exit, in background it will start calculating the prices and it will add the quote line. And when we come over here, we can see all the lines that's being added as a part of that particular bundle configurations are visible over here. Start date and end date are not visible over here since I haven't added the on quote, and since these products are one time, I don't care about adding the start date and end date. So this is how you can configure a bundle structure in Salesforce RCA. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please like and share the content and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you very much.